Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing a review on a somewhat new drugstore product. It's probably been out for a little bit over a month, but it is in their permanent line, but it was a little bit hard to find the first couple of weeks, so I was not able to get my hands on it, and now I feel confident that you can if it's something you're interested in. So what I'm talking about is from Maybelline. This is called the Nudes palette. I was so excited when I saw this because drugstore brands do not usually come out with palettes. Very rarely. If you consider NYX a drugstore brand, then yes, they have a good handful of palettes. But other than that, like L'Oreal, Rimmel, Maybelline, Revlon, a lot of those just don't have palettes. At most, you're going to see maybe a quad of eyeshadow. So when I saw this, I was like, gotta try this out. This retails for $9.99 at Ulta, and it may be a little bit more expensive if you go to certain other drugstores. I want to say when I saw it at CVS, it was $11.99 or $12.99. So it just kind of depends. Look around. I will link it down below on Ulta's website where it's available for $9.99. So pretty good deal. So inside of here, there are 12 colors. This is what the inside of it looks like. And out of the 12, 5 of them are matte. There's one that I was kind of like going between matte and shimmer, but it does have a subtle shimmer. So 5 are matte and 7 have some shimmer to them. Some of them are more shimmery than others, but 7 of them have some subtle shimmer. Overall, as far as pigmentation, I'm going to give this palette a B. The price is only $9.99. If you compare that to something like a Lorac Pro palette, which I believe retail for $42, or any of the Naked palettes, which are almost $50, really, this is a good palette, and it is worth the $9.99 because out of all of these 12 colors, there were really only 2 colors that I didn't feel like had great pigmentation, and it's 2 of the lighter colors. So what I'm going to do is I have them all swatched on my arm, and I'm going to just start from the beginning, go through and show you the swatches and kind of tell you a little bit how I feel about them. On my eyes today, I do have 3 of the colors. On the bottom, like the main shade, on the bottom part of my lid, I have this one. Up in my crease and kind of up to my brow bone, I have this one right here, one of the lighter shades, and then in my crease I have this one right here. So these 2 down here I'm using, so a little bit lighter, and then this is in my crease, and then up here on the top near my brow bone is that color. So usually that's kind of what I do. I use 3 colors, one light color up on my brow bone, a medium on my lid, and then a darker color in my crease. Sometimes I'll throw in a 4th on my crease as well to add more dimension. For example, I will link down below my Bath & Body Works haul video that I did yesterday. I was wearing this really pretty gold on my eye, as well as this up in my highlight, and then in my crease I tried this corner one over here, which is one of the matte colors, but it's really pigmented and great for creases. So let's just start right up here with one of the lightest colors. This is one that has very little pigmentation. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it. It is swatched right here at the top of my swatches, but not much pigmentation at all. It is very, very light. If you do use an eyeshadow primer when you do your eyes, which I do every time, it helps a little, but still, even with my eyeshadow primer, I barely see any color. So that was probably my least favorite color in the palette. The next one is this really gorgeous kind of taupey brown color right here. Now that is one of the ones that I was not sure if it was matte or if it was shimmer, but upon closer inspection and using it, it does have a very subtle shimmer, but great pigmentation. The third color, which is right here, it's a little bit darker than this first one, but I mean, I think you can tell, you can see it, especially when I have it next to 2 darkers. It's just kind of like a nudie color, you know, just a really, really light brown nude color. Very pretty. That is what I'm wearing today on my upper lid up by my eyebrow. Then this 4th color, gorgeous. Probably my second favorite in the palette. So this is what it looks like right here. As you can see, very pigmented. Love this. I've worn it both on the bottom part of my lid, and I've used it as a crease color because it's just gorgeous and it does have shimmer. This next color right here, which is again more, it pulls a little bit more taupe than this one up here. So that's definitely a taupe color, and this one is matte. that is what it looks like right there. And then the last color in the top row is another matte color, but it's one of the darker matte colors, and that is it down there. So gorgeous. As you can see, these last three have plenty of pigmentation. I'm not worrying about the pigmentation in this department, so loving those. So my next line, we're gonna go through this bottom. The first color I have swatched over here. Again, you can see gorgeous pigmentation, love it. Just a really nice brown color. I've used this a few times on the lower part of my lid. I don't like to have anything too dark. I save the darkest color usually for my crease, so I've used this plenty of times on my lid. Then the next color in right there, I'm wearing these two today. This one is in my crease today, so that is what it looks like right there. As you can see, a little bit darker, so works perfect using this lighter one on your lid and then this in your crease. That one is a matte color. Then the third one in, this is by far my favorite color. I've worn it multiple times. This is what's on my lid, the main color I have in my Bath & Body Works video. Gorgeous shimmery gold color. There it is right there swatched. Love it. So pretty. Like when the light hits that, when you go outside in the sun, absolutely gorgeous. Then the fourth one in has some shimmer to it. It's a very, very dark color. Very, very pretty. There it is right there. Again, another really great crease color to me. I'm not a huge fan of wearing too dark of colors on my lid, but that's awesome for crease. You're not going to worry about that color wearing away during the day. So much pigmentation. Then we got two more colors. This one is another light shade. So we've got this one, and then this one are like the lightest shades, but this one is probably my favorite. You can definitely see it swatch right there, especially when you have it next to those two colors. It's just a really nice neutral, really awesome to kind of pull together any eye look. Really, you know, even if I was wearing other eyeshadows not from this palette, this would be one of those like go-to as my neutral color to pull it all together. Then the last one right here is a matte black. Now it's not very pigmented as far as, you know, black goes. If you're looking for black, this isn't going to do it. As you can see on my swatch, you know, in all these swatches, I didn't use a heavy hand. I wanted you to be able to kind of see not layers and layers of eyeshadow. So this is just like maybe two swipes of it. As you can see, it kind of almost looks gray. It's not very pigmented at all. I've definitely seen darker black eyeshadows than this one, but as far as the price point and the other colors are going to go, you know, if you're looking for a dark black, maybe pick something else up as a single eyeshadow to use as your black. So that really didn't disappoint me. I don't even really use the blacks that often anyway. So overall, like I told you at the beginning, I give this product a B. I would recommend picking it up if you're in the market for a neutral eyeshadow palette. It's really nice and easy to work with every single day. As far as the colors that are not that pigmented, there's very few in ratio to the colors that are pigmented. You know, neutral eyes kind of work for everyone. It's really simple. It's a nice look for work. It's really easy to work with. The price point is awesome, $9.99 at Ulta. I'll link it down below. If you guys like this sort of video, let me know in the comments below. If you like this sort of review where I kind of swatch things and tell you, or if there's other items you want me to review, let me know about down below. Or if you've tried this and you want to tell me how you felt, I would love to see that. So I will have down below a link to Ulta as well as my Facebook and my Twitter if you want to follow me there. I hope you guys really enjoyed this review. It was awesome. I just wanted to share my opinion with you, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.